I was so excited to receive this PR box, and I was out of town for a few days, so I came home to it and I'm so excited to try everything. This is from Jaclyn Cosmetics. It's her new summer collection. The reason why I'm the most excited about this is because she brought back the lip oils in 10 shades. She launched them last year with 4 shades, and I love them so much, but they were limited edition back then, so after they sold out, I didn't use them on camera anymore, but they literally stayed front and center on my desk the entire time, so I am so happy that they brought them back, and I can't wait to try the other shades. First of all, this is the most beautiful PR package. Look how stunning these colors are. I'm so excited. Here's what we have. So there's more than just the lip oils in this collection. Oh my gosh, these look so good. Okay, so we have bronzers as well. She launched bronzers and also brought back her putty highlighters, which the formula, I believe, was launched last year, but I think these shades are new. I tried to look it up on their website or on their Instagram to see if the shades were the same, and as far as I know, these are new shades compared to what I personally tried. I don't know for sure though, so if you know the answer to that, leave a comment down below. As you can see, I've done most of my makeup, but I don't have bronzer on, I don't have highlighter on, and I don't have a lip color on. So we're gonna try all these out today. I'm gonna read from the pamphlet about each product. So first we're gonna be trying the Sunbathe Pressed Bronzer. So they sent me 3 shades. It launched in 10 different shades, and it says that it delivers an end of summer golden hour glow, and it has a matte finish. It's a pressed formula that's easy to buff. It says it has buildable coverage, which is what I love in a pressed bronzer, so I'm excited. And it's enhanced with a sweet toffee scent. Say no more, I'm ready. Okay, let me show you the shades that they sent me. First of all, I love the packaging. I love this kind of bronze, slightly shimmery base, and then you have the J right here. Here's what it looks like on the inside. It does smell like toffee. Wow, okay, well this one is called Skinny Dip. I'll open them all so you can see them side by side, and then I'll probably just pick one to wear. Maybe I'll mix 2. You never know with me and bronzer. So it looks like this is the lightest one. This is called Birthday Suit. Maybe I'll swatch them. I feel like honestly I could use all 3 of these colors, but I'll swatch them on the back of my hand so we can kind of see if there's a difference. So here's Birthday Suit. It's a really nice warm toned bronzer. I typically go for something a little more neutral for myself since I do have a neutral undertone. There's Birthday Suit. I have a swatch that stained my hand there, so just ignore that. There's that one. Next up we have the shade Vitamin D. This is the one that I think I'm gonna use. This looks more neutral to me, so I'm gonna swatch that right next to the first one. Yeah, I feel like this is a color that I think would flatter me, just with my personal preference and taste when it comes to a bronzer. And you can see it's deeper, first of all, but it's also a little bit more neutral. This one's definitely more warm. Last but not least, they sent me Skinny Dip, which looks like this. And now this one looks like it has a little bit of a more red undertone. Let's see compared to the other 2. Yeah, I would definitely say so. Well, does it? I think so. This one looks slightly more warm. Well, does it? Yeah. Yeah. On camera, it kind of is confusing, but in person, this is definitely pulling more red. So for me, I think I'm gonna stick to this one, which is called Vitamin D. Let's give it a go. They smell really good, and when I was swatching them, they feel very smooth, but not too buttery to where it might cling to your skin. So let's try it out. I'm gonna take a Morphe and Jaclyn JHO2 brush, and let's start trying this out. I'm gonna start with just a little bit because I don't know how exactly it's going to apply, and I tend to overdo it with bronzer. So I just did the tiniest amount. Okay, yeah, I really like the shade already. It's warming up my skin, but it's not too warm to where it pulls super orange on me. I struggle with that when it comes to a warm tone bronzer, or bronzers in general for my skin tone. Some of them pull way too orange. This is looking really, really nice. It's definitely more warm, like it's a bronzer. It's warming my skin, but I think it looks really natural. So I'm just gonna kind of do one side of the face at first, just so we can see the difference. Okay, I do feel like it's buildable. I do feel like it blends out really well. It has a really nice scent to it. The scent isn't overpowering, which is nice. I think it's just right. Okay, so you can kind of see here, no bronzer, bronzer. I like this tone and undertone for me. I think it looks really natural. It looks like my skin is bronzed, but because of the undertone, I still feel like it also sculpts my skin, which I really like. So let's go ahead and apply it to the other side of the face. I'm also bringing it down the neck, and it's blending really nicely down my neck and on my chest, which I also look for because I like when things look cohesive, going from the face down to the neck and chest. Ooh, I think this is so pretty. Okay, well, so far so good on that. I love how soft it is. Like I was able to go in a little bit more heavy-handed with it, and it didn't overdo it, which I always look for. I love a buildable formula because of that. If I dip into a bronzer and it goes on too strong right away, I tend to overdo it, but I love that I'm able to really build it. And even when it's built up, it still looks like very intentional and very natural for me. So really happy about that. Before we go into highlight, I'm gonna pop on some blush, and I figured I would use the Jaclyn Rouge Romance. This is the Cool Tone palette, the Rouge Affair palette. This is one of my favorite blush palettes of all time. Let's see, I'm gonna take a little bit of Admirer, which is this color right here. I'm just gonna pop that on the apples of the cheeks. So I watched Jaclyn's video about this collection before it launched, and she said that before you apply the highlighter, you wanna make sure that you do it after setting spray, and kind of as your last step when it comes to complexion. So I'm gonna go with the Jaclyn and Robin setting spray. We're gonna assess the situation, of course, before going in. Just spritz the face. I'm gonna press everything down with my sponge. I'm gonna touch up my powder a little bit. I'm also going to set the brows. And by the way, all the other products that I'm using, I will have linked down below. So the putty highlighters, these retail for $29 and they launched in 4 shades. I'm not gonna swatch all 4 because I won't be able to use all 4 for my skin tone. So we're gonna start with Iced, which is the one that I believe will work best for me. This is really, really pretty. And the texture of this is genuinely a putty. So I think it's a really unique texture. Next up is Sun Lover. This one is more of a light champagne gold. Next up is Skylight. This is a really pretty bronze with almost like a rosy undertone. I really like this one. And then we have Star Power, which is this. This also has more of a rosy undertone. Really pretty, but again, I only think one shade will work for me, which is Iced. So we're gonna give this a go. This looks like it's gonna be pretty intense. Oh my goodness, look at that. It definitely is. Okay, wow. Jaclyn used a brush to apply this, so I'm also gonna use a brush. I'm gonna take this on a small Morphe M501, and I'm just gonna start to kind of pat this into the skin. Okay, so this is a very pearly highlighter. This is definitely not a highlight for someone who doesn't want to really be beaming. These are going to really show up on the skin. And while they do melt onto the skin, I feel like they're very visible because they're just so intense. I think that's really pretty, but it's definitely a highlight that I would use in like the evening for myself personally, just because in the daytime it could potentially be a little bit too much. That's just for me. I know some people love to glow in the daytime as well, and I bet these would look amazing on the body too. Maybe I should try a little bit just here on my collarbone, but I could picture myself using this during a summer night, like going out to dinner, because just imagine being in low light and having the light hitting your skin. It would be so luxurious looking, but it's just a little bit like intense up close for daytime for me. So for me, this is like a time and place situation. I think it's so pretty how it makes your skin look glazed. It's really, really nice that way. So there's the putty highlight. Let's try on all the lip oils. So here are the lip oils. Look at the shade range. I'm losing my mind. So they actually already had the shade Crystal Drip, which had launched last summer. So I'm gonna pull the returning shades so that you can see all of the new shades. So the first one is Crystal Drip. The next one is Rosé Drip, which is my personal favorite from the launch last year. Then we have Ruby Drip, which is a red, and Candy Drip, which is a sheer fuchsia. So those were the 4 that launched before, and here are all the new shades. I love that they added more of like these neutral tones, and we even have like a milky pink, and I love these purples as well. So I can't wait to swatch all of them. First, I'm gonna be swatching Crystal Drip. This is just the clear lip oil. By the way, this is one of my favorite formulas in a lip oil period. So this is not like a first impression. As far as formula goes, I've tried these and I've been using them, like I said, for a long time. So here's the clear one. This is called Crystal Drip. One of my personal favorites, Rosé Drip. This is a really beautiful kind of peachy color. So there's Rosé Drip. I love these because you can really layer them on top of a lip liner or a lipstick as well, but they're also so beautiful on their own. I adore this color. Ruby Drip is a red orange. I feel like there's more of an orange undertone in here, even though it's described as just a red. And they're really sheer, so you don't have to be scared of the colors, honestly. It only just tints your lips. Here's Ruby Drip all over the lips. I really like this one too. I think this one just makes you look fresh and kind of brings out the color of your blush, so this is a nice go-to for spring and summer. And then we have Candy Drip, which is the fuchsia. This is such a beautiful color as well. Here's Candy Drip. This is another one of my favorites. Honestly, I love all of them, but this one's really pretty. I love the slightly more cool tone in this color. I think it's so good. All right, moving on to the new shades. This one is called Honey Drip. I was really excited about this when I saw them post the new shades on Instagram. This is like a milky beige color. Oh my goodness, I already love it. So good for every day. These are gonna live in my purse. They already have been living in my purse, but these new colors, especially one like this would be so easy to just throw on without a lip liner or anything, and it's just gonna give you a gorgeous hydrated look with just a little sheer tint. This is so pretty. I'm thrilled about that one. Okay. Next up we have this one right here called Maple Drip. These names are so good. This is pretty. This has like a little bit of a rosy undertone, but it's very warm. Ooh. There's that one. Again, this is called Maple Drip. So pretty. All of these are so pretty. This formula is just to die for. It's gonna be hard to pick favorites. Ooh, this. Okay, this was another color that I was really dying to try. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This is called Petal Drip. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited for this. This is like my lip color, but better. Oh, that is just so beautiful. I truly don't think I'll be able to choose my favorites, honestly, you guys. With that being said, though, I think this is definitely gonna be in the top 5. Maybe even top 3. Oh, that's so good. Next, I'm gonna be trying this really beautiful bubblegum pink. This is called Bubble Drip. The perfect name for this. This would be perfect if you're someone who likes more of a clear gloss, but you want like that slight tint. That's what this is giving. I really think this is so pretty as well. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to just wear these all summer and all year, honestly. That one is so fresh. I really love how it just smooths over the lip lines. These are not sticky at all. Oh, my lips look so healthy with that color on. Next, I'm gonna be trying this really fun purple shade. This is called Berry Drip. I'm so intrigued by this. I don't think I own a lip oil this color. But again, since they're sheer, it's really not anything intimidating. Like that is so wearable. It goes on very, very sheer. So it's not like, whoa, you're wearing a purple lip. There's just that hint of a berry in there once it's applied all over, which I think is really nice. So there's Berry Drip for you. And then last but not least, we have this one right here. This is called Violet Drip. So let's try this on. Okay, this one goes on a little more purpley because it's the deepest shade, but still so wearable. So there's Violet Drip. I really like this one as well. I honestly don't feel like I can choose between all of these. But if I had to, because I know having 10 shades is not realistic, you know? For me personally, I still am obsessed with Rosé Drip, the peachy one, which was part of the original collection, as well as Candy Drip, which is the more fuchsia if you want like a little more of a pop of color. I love those two. From the new collection, I mean, I just get giddy over Honey Drip, which was that beige color, as well as Petal Drip, which is this one. Come on now, those are so beautiful. So those are my top 4, but I loved all of them. I mean, I swatched all of them and I really do feel like you can't go wrong with any color. I'm very thrilled. So I'm gonna just create like a quick lip look so you can see what it looks like when it's paired on top of a lip liner. So I'm gonna start off with the Jaclyn lip liner in the shade Caramel Latte. I'm just applying that all over the lips and then blending it out with my finger. Then I'm gonna put a little bit of lipstick on in the center. This is 1995 by Pat McGrath. So then we have a nice base. And I wanna top it off with Honey Drip, which is that beige, just to lighten up the center of the lips a little. That created such a beautiful lip combo. Wow, I really like that color a lot. So you can see how they look so beautiful on their own, but they can also be paired on top of other lip colors. I honestly use them both ways. They're so good. Well, I feel really pretty in this makeup. So let's go back through everything. The bronzer is lovely. I really feel like it did exactly what I like bronzers to do for me. And it doesn't look too over the top. That's what I'm really loving about this. Looking in the mirror, I just feel like it makes sense. The tone and undertone work really well for me with the shade Vitamin D, so that was my personal favorite. I mean, I didn't try the warmer ones, but I usually like a more neutral toned bronzer for myself, so really happy with this. I'm excited to keep using it. You know, the putty highlighter, I wasn't like overly obsessed with upon application, but as it's sitting on the skin, it's melting down even more. I think it looks really pretty, honestly. But again, it's up to you to kind of determine what you like in a highlighter. Because this is a little more visible on the skin, it's very pearly. Even though it melts into the skin, you can see it, you know? Which is great for when you want that highlighter moment. So I do think it's really pretty, but for me, it's gonna be an evening product. But I mean, it made my skin look really, really healthy and glazed. So if you're into that, definitely go check it out. I think these will be in stores. These are now part of their permanent collection, which is great, as well as the lip oils, which I'm so happy about. And the bronzers too. I think all of these will be permanent. Nothing is limited edition, which is relieving because I hate falling in love with things and then knowing that I won't be able to repurchase it, you know? And then the lip oils, I mean, 10 out of 10. I love those. So I'm really happy they brought them back. I'm happy that they launched new colors. So if there's anything from this collection that I think you should definitely go check out, it's the lip oils. The formula is to die for. It's so good and perfect for summertime. So that's definitely my favorite. My second favorite would be the bronzer, and my third favorite would be the highlighter. But all of them are a vibe, and I'm really happy with how my makeup looks right now. So I was so happy to try those out, and thank you to Jaclyn Cosmetics for sending me the PR box. I was so excited to try out this new collection. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys were just as excited as I was about this collection, and if so, did you pick anything up? I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing me try out this summer collection, and I hope you enjoyed hearing my thoughts on everything. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie, and I would love for you to join the family. You can do so by hitting the subscribe button, and if you're already a subscriber, but you want to be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, click on the bell after you subscribe, and you'll get a notification every single time I post. That's it for me today. I hope you all have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.